Fox is learning there is now an open federal investigation into the pro-Hamas protests at Union Station this week, and some of the protesters are facing federal charges. Congressional correspondent Aisha Hasni is live in Washington with that. Good afternoon, Aisha.
Brad, good to see you. This is a huge development, especially after the outcry we saw on Capitol Hill, especially from Republicans. The U.S. Attorney's Office here in D.C. is the federal agency that's going after these people. They're charging 8 different protesters out of the 23 who were arrested just a block away from where I'm standing on Wednesday at the D.C. train station, Union Station. Now, 3 protesters are being charged with carrying a dangerous weapon, 1 person with assaulting a police officer, 3 more people with attempted theft, and 1 other person with making threats. And with any federal investigation, you know, Brett, more arrests could be coming. At the same time, we've also learned that 11 protesters have had their D.C. charges dropped. Again, D.C. charges are for lower crimes, misdemeanors. They were for crossing the police line, 5 for inciting violence, 3 for causing unreasonable fear. Now, all of this is coming after bipartisan condemnation from Capitol Hill over these protests, but differing opinions really about what should happen to these protesters, at least when it came to burning the American flag. Republicans wanted the DOJ to step in, while Democrats that I was talking to, at least some of them, they said they didn't like what they saw out there, but were defending free speech.
In this country, we have a democracy where our Constitution protects the right of people to burn flags, but it bothers me.
Look, everyone has a right to free speech. It's not the kind of speech that I would participate in.
I'm not going to go burn a flag, but it's part, it's part of our rights. It's free speech.
And just a note here, Brett, you can burn an American flag, you just can't burn someone else's, and these flags obviously belong to Union Station. They were federal property. We haven't seen any federal charges related to that yet. But again, the House, at least, the House Oversight Committee is now stepping in. They've requested a briefing with Park Police to see if the Park Police folks perhaps gave these protesters a pass, and they will have that briefing as early as next week. Brett.
Aisha, thank you.